I kind of exit. Yeah, there we go. I exited out whenever, whatever.
Good job, DJ.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Yeah, I fucked that one up. Hey, it's still there. There we go. So look at that. Look at that. What's up?
Welcome to Diamond Vibes. I am Henry Panic, and it's this guy, beautiful man to my right is Sergio, and that's really all that matters. Until Rob Given gets here with his performer.
Yeah, he's on his
Poet's
way.
here too, I think.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah, he's on his way right now. They did request that we have some drinks on the show, so as always, we do our alcohol run with our man.
That's true.
What are you drinking on today? You gonna drink?
Whatever you want to get.
We're getting some Tito's cranberry juice.
Tito's cranberry juice?
Yes. Do they have cranberry juice at the liquor store?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do because they have the coolers right there.
I hope so, because if not, it's going to cut into the time of the actual quest.
Nah, they have it there. I know they do. Yeah. Dirty D, what's up, Dirty D? Rick Furious in the building. Heather. Hello, Heather. Heather, I don't think you caught on to my post a couple of days ago. We actually want to bring our number one fan on the show as a co-host one week. How does that sound? Let me give Sergio some money. Yeah, so just pick up some Tito's and some cranberry.
Some Tito's and
cranberry. For Rob Givens. And Jesse Firefly is going to be in the building.
That's really what they wanted, Tito's and cranberry?
Correct.
Is he on his period? Or
no, that's for his performer.
Oh.
Come on. What are you talking about? You don't like it? You don't like Tito's cranberry?
No.
I really want to give a big shout out to Henry's mom. What a wonderful woman. I got to meet her for the first time yesterday. She's watching right now. She cooked probably one of the most delicious ham I ever had in my freaking life. That shit was fucking good. But
yeah. Dinner's always good.
And my new best friend Frankie. Big shout out to Frankie. I don't think he's watching, but
he better not be watching.
Yeah, Frankie's my man.
Yeah, that is. It's my nephew.
How does it feel to lose your dog to me and your fucking nephew to me? That doesn't feel good.
Let me put it to you like this, man. Kilo's like my wife. Okay.
Wow.
And you're like that.
All right, Sergio's going to go on this on the alcohol run. Wow. Here we go. Oh, we got a timer. Get the timer. What was his time last week? Anybody remember?
9:30.
9:30. Can he beat 9:30 this week?
So you said Tito's?
Tito's cranberry. I wish we could be like more
Can you pull up the thing there or no?
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I haven't turned that on yet. Hold on.
Big shout out to Shaman, all the way, Shane, all the way from fucking Ireland, tuning in. Heather. Oh, you live up in Gainesville, Heather? Oh, we might have to call you then. We'll call you one day on the show. Whenever we have artists that you really like on the show, we'll call you and you can be one of our co-hosts.
Is that Heather?
Yeah, Heather, yeah. She lives in Gainesville. I didn't know that.
Yeah. What's going on, Heather?
Yeah.
It's cracking, dude.
Eric, my boy Eric. Eric's been turning me on to some good music here. He's been just sending me some good tunes,
Like who?
Just different artists,
Like
not like local guys.
Like
I would have to exit out of my chat. I don't know off the top of my head.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really paid attention, didn't you?
No, I paid attention. It's just can't remember all that shit.
What kind of music was it?
It was like it was rap. Yeah.
It's very broad.
It's very broad spectrum.
It's a black guy, so I think it was probably...
No, he sent me... Eric, who's the guy you sent me that sounds like The Weeknd? What's that guy's name? I know the chat's a little lagging, so it takes a little minute for them to respond. But like I said earlier, everybody's tuning in right now. We will have Rob Givens, the evil one, in the studio with one of his performers, Jesse Firefly. We'll talk everything evil and pick his brain, hear some of his new music that's coming out. I think they're gonna hear it first here on this show. Did you know that, Henry? I think he's gonna play some shit that nobody else has heard before.
Well, I've made it pretty clear by now. I'm not a fan of EDM.
Give your honest opinion.
But it's...
You ready to roll? All right, set the timer. Let's see if he can beat it. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Don't crash. And go. He's on his way to get the vodka cranberry for Rob Givens. Serge, can you hear us right now or no? I don't think he can hear us, right?
No, I don't think he can.
That sucks. I wish it was like he could hear us and we can interact with people in the store. That would be kind of dope.
Yeah.
We can like do interviews with the guy buying a little fucking pint of Seagram's Gin or something. Gin. I don't know.
Yeah. So what'd you do today, man? Because I didn't really see you all day. You wake up at fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, I was actually up earlier. Chuck gave me a text and he said, "Hey man, you want to go to the Riverwalk and have a drink with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go down there with you." He had his dogs with him, so went down to the Riverwalk by Armature Works and had a drink with Chuck. I know one thing. You fucking hipsters that drink out there, like, I don't know how you guys even get drunk out there because I got one Tito's orange juice single, $10.
Well, that's like the UT crowd.
Uh-oh. Can you hear us, Sergio, or no?
Serge?
All right. I don't think you can hear us, but don't get hit. I know you're a little stoned right now.
He's all right. But yeah, that's the UT crowd. That's the Soho crowd.
Yeah.
That's the crowd that has buku money.
Well, I mean, if you're drinking down there, you definitely have the good money.
I fucking love Armature Works, though, dude. I will go. That's like one of my favorite places to take girls to.
I didn't go inside today. I went to the building right in front of it. It's called Stone's Throw.
Oh, the white building?
I think it's white. There's like a bar on one side, and on the other side is like a gift shop. But anyway, Stone's Throw, $10 a fucking drink. Ridiculous.
It's because Armature Works, I've been there a bunch of times, but I think you can. There's almost like a bike trail or like.
Oh yeah, there is right there. It's the Riverwalk.
Is that where that ends?
Yeah.
Is that Armature Works?
I believe so. Yeah. Yep.
Because before we left today, that's where I was. I was like, you know what? I'm not really doing anything, and my workouts are minimal right now, and no one's really moving because.
Oh, all right, cool. He's at the liquor store. Yeah, at the liquor store. All right. Let me see here. Here we go. I hope you're watching, Henry's mom. This is our alcohol run.
Can you hear us, Serge, or no? Yeah, he can't hear us, man.
What's up, William?
Or there's too much of a lag.
William's in the chat right now.
But yeah, anyway, I went and basically rolled around downtown for an hour. I discovered parts of downtown I never even knew were there.
Were you on the Riverwalk or you were downtown?
I was on Riverwalk for part of it, but I think I was where it starts.
Oh, got it. Cranberry. Bam. That's for Rob Givens' performer, Jesse Firefly. She requested a little vodka cranberry. So we got it covered. We always take care of our guests here on the show.
Always.
And check it out. If you're a band, like we're looking for more band, metal, rock. If you guys want to be on our show for an interview. Hey, they know us at the liquor store. Damn right, Diamond Vibes, bitch. Diamond Vibes, baby. What's up, man? Wish you could hear us.
We got to see if we can figure that out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask.
If
Sergio
any of you
about that.
guys are tech people and can come up with an idea of why he can't hear us, feel free to let us know because it would be helpful. All right, let's see what his time is looking like.
Yeah. What is his time looking like right now?
4:30.
4 minutes, 30 seconds.
All right, who else is in the chat?
William just tuned in. Here's the thing, like I said earlier before this. Yeah, you gotta hurry up. Anyways, we're looking for more bands to be on our show for an interview. So if you guys want to be on our show, hit up Henry. He's Henry. What is it? Henry Pro whatever the fuck Inc.
Oh, Henry, last name PROTAGEINC.
Hit him up or hit up John Poet Thornton on Facebook. That's me.
Hey, Diana. What up, girl?
And we'll get you on the show. Because Henry's tired of me fucking getting a whole bunch of EDM artists. What's up, Jason? Jason's tuning in.
Yeah, I like that we cover all genres, but at the same time, we need to start mixing in more metal because there really hasn't been a whole lot of metal or rock on here, and that's.
I think we've only had one.
No, we had Scott, we had Omer, we had
Scott.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Scott. I got his last name wrong all the time. I always want to say Scott Vanilla.
Yeah.
And it's not Scott Vanilla. I
Delaney.
want to interview him again. That was a really good interview.
Yeah, it was. I'd be more than that.
I love Scott. Scott's the shit. Big shout out to Scott. Yeah, we are going to have Rob Givens on the show. He is running late. All superstars run late. It happens. But he will be here shortly. And
for as much as you talk this guy up, I'm excited. Because you've talked to him up so much as a performer. So,
he is.
So, cool. Let's see performance version of him.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's see the evil one instead of Rob Givens, tax accountant.
Yeah. By day, I do your taxes. By night, I light shit on fire.
I actually work for the IRS. I'm the guy who audits people. Be like, you piece of shit.
Don't audit Diamond Vibes radio show because we ain't filing taxes.
We're also not making money. So
yeah, we're not making money.
If any of you would like to sponsor the show, we will sell the fuck out. That was part of the reason why we started this.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Oh, where's the time at? What are we looking at? I think it's about to pull in.
For real, we'll sell out.
I hope he's
7 minutes, 10 seconds.
7 minutes, 10 seconds. Can he beat 9:30 last time?
Yeah, he's gonna beat that by like a minute.
Oh, let's see if he runs into a snag in the parking lot.
He hits an old lady.
Whoops! I gotta get back in the show. I sorry, I'm gonna leave you here to die.
That got really dark, man.
Yeah, well, we have the evil one in the studio tonight, so we have to be fucking fucking evil.
I wonder if you'd be a fan of With Lucifer on My Side, available on Amazon.
I don't know.
In Barnes & Noble.
Who wrote that?
Some douche.
Henry Panic?
Some douchebag.
Oh, Heather said Rob Givens is badass. You damn right Rob Givens is badass. Oh, he's back. What's the time? What time?
8:04.
8:04. Beat it by a fucking minute and 26 seconds. Do we have to do it where we can hear we can hear you, but you can't hear us, right?
No, I can't hear you guys.
But is there a way to fix that? I think we asked you that last week.
No.
There was no way for it to do it.
I did it.
He fucking did it, bro. He beat it. So we have to remember that time. 8:04. Michael Clark, Mickey Featherstone, all the way from New York, tuning in. What's up, baby? What's up? You know what Michael's name was in prison?
What was it?
I don't know if I want to say it. He might get mad at me. Mikey Butt Cheeks.
That seems like not the nickname you would want to have in prison.
What's up, Mikey Butt Cheeks? Yeah, the fucking who was it? Did Rios give you that name? The Mexican Mafia guys give you that name? So we were locked up with a whole bunch of Mexican mob guys, and I think they gave him that name.
You want to give out their names too?
Yeah, Rios.
Their nicknames.
Rios, man.
Their
Rios.
addresses and next of kin.
I don't
all
think.
that.
I think Rios is back in Florida. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to any of them guys. And
Who is his? What's his last known address?
I don't know. Avon Park. No. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one, man.
Hell of a run. I was
We have to have an
pat myself on the back.
We have to have an incentive for Sergio if he beats the time every week.
Yeah, really.
We should do something for him, Henry.
That
What do you think?
one was a good run.
Maybe we would do.
I actually had a little bit of time. I had to wait when it first came out because it was oncoming traffic. So I said,
What's up, Jeffers?
let me step it up. Stepped it up. When I got to the light, it just happened to turn green. Boom.
Got it. We have to do an incentive for him.
All right.
Like if he beats the time every week, what would you like?
I offered to get you high about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, we have to figure it out, man. Because it's
unless
Like a bonus
Can we-
prize.
not. Yeah, it's not fair for him to do this and just for the shits and giggles, you know.
What should we do? What should be the prize?
Serge, you drinking? You want some of this?
I might take one.
Yeah. Henry, you drinking?
I might take one.
no drinking for me.
I got some fruit. I still got some fruit.
Does anybody in the chat want a drink? I'll pour you one.
Ooh, my back.
So I'm in desperate need of a new wheelchair because this one has officially given up on me. So my back has been on fire. And
Really?
that's-
Your
yeah.
wheelchair is breaking down on you?
Yeah, we did the live.
Yeah,
Is
but
that-
we fixed it, I thought.
No. We fixed one problem and another one popped up.
Isn't that like with everything in life?
Yeah.
You know?
We gotta put the cash app up.
No, I'm not asking for help. I'm just that's why like
We made you laugh. You deserve a wheelchair.
I hope your sister's not watching right now. Hi. Damn. What's up, Crystal? Crystal in the building?
Whose sister? What are you talking about?
Henry's sister is a therapist. And I met her for the first time last night as well. And with all therapists, they try to break you down, and she did that. And I started telling her stuff. And
he was crying like a little bitch.
I didn't cry.
He was.
I did not cry.
He was
But,
crying so fucking. I made fun of
But
him so much.
let me tell you,
Me and my brother, we were
you're gonna
making
love
fun
this,
of him
Sergio.
so hard then, it
You're
was
gonna
fun.
love this one, Sergio. Check this out. So Henry and I, we drive back. We get to Henry's place. I get a message from his sister,
Oh shit! Here we go.
and his sister tells me, she goes,
The fuck you
You know-
implying, Serge?
I'm just.
"Hold on, let me finish, man."
I've seen
So-
movies and pornos that start.
So his sister tells me, she goes, "Listen, I'm really concerned about your drinking, and just if you're going to be depressed, and listen, I'm really concerned because Henry really cares about you.
Aw.
Henry really cares and trusts you."
My sister makes shit up all the time.
So,
You just found out yesterday that she kept the lie going that the weed was mine for years.
Yep.
You know how much trouble I got
So-
in over that shit?
So we just shared
So
a
I
moment with
wouldn't-
everybody
I
on the
wouldn't-
Diamond Vibes
I wouldn't
radio
trust-
show.
Yep.
I wouldn't trust
Henry.
the words.
Pretzel?
No, I'm good. Henry really, truly cares about me. I think he loves me. I think,
I think there's some more pretzels over there on the floor.
fucking great. I
They
put
got
'em up.
peanuts in them. Peanut butter.
I lifted him up here. But yeah, so I'm requesting. Rob Gibbons is here, so let me go get the man himself. Henry, keep it up.
All right. Serge, what'd you do this weekend?
Whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. I think outside of us going down to, because my mom lives in Naples, so I think outside of us driving a bit south for that, we didn't really do anything. I'll tell you what though, I was thinking about it today. I was like, you know what? This quarantine got me right on my diet, so that's kind of cool. And I use social media less now too. But I was like, man, if you really wanted to optimize this shit, you should create a schedule. So I got the schedule in my head. I need to write it out, but like an 8-hour workday, like I was doing pretty much before.
Except just fill it with stuff.
Yeah, fill it with reading stuff. Fill it with stuff that's not me staring at YouTube pointlessly.
Pretty much.
Because that's become my life for the past 2 months. I don't know about you.
It ain't been bad. It ain't been too bad. I had a couple of moments where I was just like, fuck life. I hate this.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Alcohol takes care of that.
You've been hitting up the X's. You've been going that route yet?
No.
Good.
But I
Good for you, man.
kind of did.
Good
But
for
not
you, man.
like in that way. just to say what's up, check in.
I got an Exodus lit up every now and then.
I grilled a nice ass steak yesterday at my mom's.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, came out great.
What was it? Strip, porterhouse?
Ribeye.
Oh.
Yeah,
man.
I don't play around.
Are here.
I don't play around.
Everybody can sit right here. You can sit here or here. Come on in. Rob Gibbons is in the building with Jesse Firefly.
What's up?
Word.
You guys got a nice setup here.
Thank you, sir.
We were on the feed.
Yeah.
And I was looking. We were at the studio, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we're supposed to be there." I was like, "Where's this guy they're talking about?" I want to see who this guy is.
Help yourself. Help yourself.
If you got is this like radio? To
Yeah. You just go into the mic. No, you don't get no headphones.
You don't get headphones?
We can just hear.
So you just have to trust that what's going on is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we have our engineer back there.
Oh, okay. So what if so you're not putting like squeaky? My voice could be like, "Hey, look at that."
No, we ain't
I mean,
doing
it
that
could
to
if you
you.
want.
We ain't
Huh?
doing
Go
that
ahead. Try it now.
I don't know. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Or we could do this.
I like. Oh yeah, vocode.
Oh, that's so Rob Gibbons
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. My base is haunted.
So we have Rob Gibbons in the building. Rob, tell us a little bit about what you do for the people that don't know who you are.
I don't know. How do I explain that? Produce music, play music, perform music, light shit. Can we say shit on here?
Yeah, we can cuss, man.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, oh fuck
Is
yeah.
this on, like, is this going radio or live
Yeah,
stream?
it's going to go on iHeartRadio. It's going to go on Spreaker, but you can cuss all you
Shit,
want.
motherfucker, cunt face.
Yeah. So you're pretty much DJ, producer extraordinaire,
I guess, yeah.
performer. Who is this lovely lady you have with you?
That's Jessie Firefly. She's
And-
been performing with me for about 10 years, a long time.
And so what do you do in a performance?
I dance.
What?
I
Is that all you do
dance,
is
I
just
move,
dance?
I get set on fire.
What? You get set on fire. Rob, you set... I thought you set your equipment on fire.
No, well, it wasn't her audition. Allie Sparks, when Allie auditioned, when I had open auditions, she was the last one, and she came up and I said, "Can I light you on fire right now?" And she goes, "Yep." And I said, "Okay, you're hired."
Do you have like any type of protection?
No,
while
I
you're
just light
being-
them on fire.
Oh, I wear a leather vest.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever been like severely burned?
No, I haven't, but I think Rob has.
Yeah, his hands. I remember that.
Blew my fingers off. I don't have a finger right there. It's blown off.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a prosthetic or?
No, I mean it's sewn on. Like I blew the tip
Oh.
of my. At the amphitheater here, I blew it off. It's a pretty infamous event.
I see you're very protected. COVID-19.
You know what? With COVID, it's like, were we not dressing like this? For 6-7 years. I mean, we've always done that, right?
Yeah.
And now with COVID, it's like it's cool. It's everybody's doing that now. So it's like we the raver community did that years ago, and they still do.
When I was bringing you into the studios, I didn't know if you were going to rob me or what. Because
Were we not just talking about that on the way over here? I was like, it must be a nightmare to work in banks and convenience stores now because everybody's a robber. Everybody that comes in
yeah.
has got their face covered.
So how did COVID-19 affect what you do?
Well, for one, we haven't done shows. It cut off all the shows and the clubs, and it affected everything we do as far as performance-wise because there's not a lot of money in sales, and there never has been. The money's in the bookings and the shows and the performances, and not able to perform. What it has done on the bright side is like this CD that I've been trying to come out with for about a year and a half. It's forced me and a lot of other people to be in the studio and really, get down on the production end of things.
And did you bring some of that music for us tonight?
I bought a track. Yeah, I really can't. We have a drum and bass CD, and we have a electro bass that comes out Thursday night. One of them comes out on Baker Acted out in Vegas, and I can't really. I bought one electro track. Yeah, it's
Okay.
new that I can actually, let people hear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm on that.
We put the rest of them out there till after Thursday. So.
I've known you for a hot minute, and Rob, you've played fucking Barcelona, Spain. You've played Georgia. You've played Night Moves. You played Amphitheater. You played the Castle. You played Gasoline Alley.
You did your homework.
Yeah, I do. I know these things. But okay, so let's start with, where have you not played?
Well, that was one of the, I guess, advantages. That's one of the things that I did different that a lot of DJs don't do. And this was like when we started 10 years ago, is I cross-pollinated crowds. Because like here in Tampa, it's very segregated. It's very you have the Castle crowd, which is industrial and the EVM, and then you have the raver crowd, which is well, back then it was like Amphitheater and those clubs. And with the show that I did, we did industrial, play the Castle, play the industrial circuit, and we also, I did, I did heavy hardcore breaks, all to the same show, but I did a lot of different styles of music, so we were able to we sort of got popular in all the cliques,
Right.
all at once. So one weekend I'd be playing an industrial show at the Castle, and the next weekend I'd be playing at the Amphitheater, so.
I mean, all of those fans, they all mix with each other, though, don't they?
Not really.
Oh, no?
It's weird in Tampa, man. It's you don't see, you take Pegasus or Thursdays, whatever. You don't see Castle industrial crowd really mixing in with the raver crowd, and the raver crowd doesn't go to the Castle. It's kind of segregated cliques,
It's because I'm not an EDM guy, so I work in metal and rock.
I'm a metal guy.
And they all pretty much, the fans will pretty much mix with just about everything. So I'm surprised that EDM isn't the same.
Yeah, I'm a metalhead. I'm Pantera and hardcore. I listen, and a lot of the drum and bass stuff I'm coming out with. It's a lot of it's like electro harder type, and that's one crowd that's oddly mixed together too. Is the drum and bass crowd are also mostly metalheads. They cross pollinate. Combi Christ and stuff like that. So,
I was just gonna have them back in April.
I was on the guest list to that show. Andy had me on the guest list. Andy's a friend of mine. I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
That was you that was doing that show, huh?
Yeah, that's me and Allie. We're doing it in Tampa, and then I got him in Orlando as well.
Yeah.
I got moved to October 9th is Orlando, and October 10th is Tampa.
You got to still have it at the same place here?
Yeah,
okay.
Pegasus.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I talked to Andy, and I was on the guest list for that show.
No shit. Well, you're pretty much on the guest list. Anything, Hey, Rob Givens needs to go to Publix. You're on the guest list. Right.
Yeah, I've known Andy them for many years, man, many years.
I know Dane, their new drummer from other projects he's been in. He's awesome.
Right.
I love Dane.
I've met him yet.
Yeah, he's really cool.
So how long have you been working with Rob now?
Years and years. A really long time.
Like over 10 years?
Not over 10 years.
Not over, just under, probably 7 years, 8 years.
And are you the only artist, or do you only perform with him, or do you perform with other artists as well?
I used to perform as a go-go dancer, but I don't really do much performance art anymore.
Right. Do you have a day job?
I do have a day job.
Do you want to talk about your day
You
job?
should. You
What do you
should
do?
totally
What do you
tell them
do
what
during
you
the
do.
day?
I work at a sex store.
Yeah.
No shit. Do you want to give him a shout out? Give this shout out to the sex store.
XTC Superstore.
Okay.
Yeah,
There you
come in,
go.
Get your stuff.
There you go. Come on by. You can see her, Jessie Firefly, and
Man, I'm
pick up some
freaking out
dildos.
because I was live and I'm looking at myself and I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm like, wait. I'm not moving like that.
So I wanted to ask you, how'd you get connected with Jekyll and Hyde?
Who, me?
Yeah.
They pretty much launched my career. I mean, they were responsible for just about everything to Todd and Scott. I had met Todd about 15 years ago, I guess, at Blood on the Turntables here in Tampa, and
Big shout out to Monk.
yeah, and it was. I had just gotten here from Nashville, and I really didn't. I was on the trance circuit. I did a lot of trance.
Right. Susie
And-
Solar.
Yeah, well, up north, not even the one down here. With the Wonder Twins, and the first show I ever did here in Tampa was on the Northern Exposure tour with Sasha and John Digweed.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
played at the Empire here in
No
Tampa.
shit.
When I lived in Nashville, and I was on that tour, and that's actually what brought me to Tampa, and I loved it so much because that was in the heyday of Ivor, know, and that's kind of what prompted me to move here. But I met Todd.
What was the Empire?
Empire was a club in Ybor.
Yeah.
It went through so many different transitions. It was a hip hop gangster club at one time,
Yeah.
but back in our day, it was EDM mainly.
It's kind of like the amphitheater. It was before the amphitheater
Right.
was open.
Yeah.
That was like pre-amphitheater.
What is it now?
It's a restaurant, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it closed down a long time ago.
They did have a reunion party.
Did
They
they?
had a. I forgot where was it, a DNA reunion party there not too long ago?
I don't know.
Last year, I want to say.
I remember they had a barber chair in the window.
Yes, and you would get a shot. And
They'd spin you around.
Yeah, that was
Put
fucking
a
the
strobe light
shit.
on it and fuck you all up.
That
Yeah.
was like 1999,
It's
bro.
insane.
21 years
actually
ago.
pretty fucking miserable.
Oh, it was insane, man.
That doesn't sound good.
It was so weird too because I was opening for Sauce and John Newgate on that tour, at the Empire, the DJ booth was not on the dance floor. It was a room like this, and it had plasma monitors in there. So you weren't
could
out
see.
in the crowd; you were in
Right.
a room DJing, looking at the monitors. Out, it was. I didn't like it. I mean, because there was really no crowd. I feed
Yeah.
off the crowd, so it was a weird club, man.
Did you ever play at Full Moon Saloon?
No.
They were kind of similar because the DJ booth was way up high, and we had to like actually pulley our fucking records up to the DJ booth and climb this like clubhouse type, like treehouse.
Oh,
kind
was
of
that
fucking-
was that all? Was that also?
It's Tequila's now, the restaurant.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking about the
It
one
was
that was
Full
down
Moon
the street
Saloon
from
for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
We actually played at the same nightclub together. We didn't play together, but you came after me. It was Night Moves. How'd you ever get plugged in with Night Moves?
That was what started. That's where we started my shows. Actually, that was I knew the owner Jeff and went in there and he gave us.
No, that wasn't the gay one. That was the Italian one.
After hours.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying, was Jeff the gay guy or was Jeff
yeah.
the
Oh,
Italian
yeah.
dude?
He was gay as shit.
Yeah, Jeff absolutely wanted to fucking bang the shit out of me,
Yeah,
and I was like,
great guy.
I'm like, nah, where's he at now?
I don't know what happened to Jeff, man.
But there was another dude there. I think it was his business partner. He was like hardcore Italian. Like he looked like a fucking mob dude.
I don't know. We kind of lucked up on it. Shaney and I, if you remember Purple Cat, we started the whole thing. We just marketed real heavy, and he gave us Friday nights. He goes, "You can have the whole night," and so we started the after hours thing there, which got huge.
And what
And-
year was this?
Oh God, that was
I was there in 05.
I don't even know, man. 15 years ago.
Yeah.
12, 13
So
years
you
ago.
must have came right
I
after
actually
me.
gave Truck his first DJ gig in a club.
Oh, at Night Moves.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember Chuck played there as well.
That's the first time he ever played a
So
nightclub.
you guys must have came in right after, because I retired from DJing, producing music from Night Moves. That was my last time I ever played.
Well,
was Night Moves.
that's where we started the whole foundation for what became my shows. That was really right before I met Todd. But Shaney and I would go to garage sales and buy a bunch of just crap and lights and stuff. We would have $5 worth of crap on stage. It looked like $1 million show.
Right.
And that's where we started the live aspect and doing the live. That's where it all started for me. Was at in that building,
Yeah.
and it just grew and got more popular. And then I met Todd, and I went down to Ultra, Winter Music Conference in Miami, and we played Techno Sluts, and he and I hung out that night for the next 3 days.
Right.
And we just bonded, and then he and Scott pretty much took me under their wing, and just promoted me, took me into the family, and taught me everything and production and all kind of stuff.
Dude, within like the first 3 minutes of meeting Todd, we were like best friends.
Yeah, he's a great guy,
Dude,
man.
a fucking amazing dude, man.
And now he's Dynamix too, and
right.
So
With Dave Nolan.
Dave Nolan's and
Yeah.
stuff they've got coming out soon. It's just it's a whole other level. It's like it's the next era in electro. It's really good stuff. So I thought that was a good movie.
I was telling Henry on the way here, I was like, I want Rob to tell the story when we're in the car with Todd.
Yeah.
Will you tell that story? You can leave some
one?
stuff out if you want, but
Oh, who would you go gay for?
Yes, of course. That's a fucking amazing story. So, can you tell the story?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That show was actually nobody knew it, but that show at Pegasus was the last time Jacqueline and I played together. I knew that was going to be their last show, but
They've always had that
I couldn't
where
really-
they go back and forth.
But that was actually going to be their. That was their last performance ever as Jacqueline Hyde, and I knew that. And I told a few people that, but I forgot what we. Oh no, we're sitting in the Cadillac. We were sitting in the car right before the show because we always before a show, Todd, Scott, and we always have a moment of silence to ourselves. We'll all go by ourselves somewhere and just be alone for 3 or 4 minutes, and just have that quiet time. And you looked up and got in the mix.
Yeah, I did.
So you got into that moment, and
I was there in the.
I don't know how they started talking. I didn't start that conversation.
Dude, I don't know how either.
Started. So if you were gay, who would you go gay for?
You were gay.
And I think they were talking about Brad Pitt or something like that.
Todd would go gay for Brad Pitt.
And you got to understand, these are hardcore, very heterosexual
Men.
metal.
Yeah. Who would you go gay for? Are you gay? I don't want to.
I would go gay for Brad Pitt.
You would go gay for Brad Pitt?
No, I already like the ladies.
Oh, so
she's
you
already
don't
went
count. You don't count. But who would you go gay for?
I don't know, man, because I don't know about I don't know if I could do that.
All right, say that you're the top. All right, you're not receiving it. You're giving it.
Rob giving it.
Giving it, Rob.
Rob giving it. Yeah.
I mean, it's a hard concept to grasp. And even with Todd that night, I was like, man,
he came out quick. He was like Brad Pitt. He's like Brad Pitt. I think I said Keanu Reeves.
I can't.
Who would you go gay for? Anybody out there, Henry?
Tom Hardy in The Warrior.
Who's Tom Hardy?
I think
Tom
he's
Hardy,
the actor.
Venom. Seen him, The Warrior. I don't know.
Oh,
Venom sounds pretty
Crickets.
sexy.
Venom, the movie. You guys don't know?
Sergio, who would you go gay
Even the
for?
Punisher.
Nobody.
That's such a hard thing to answer. It's like, I don't want to be, but I don't know. Who
Now,
I'd
if you
go.
say gay as far as that's the homie man crush, The Rock,
Okay.
because he's hilarious.
Oh,
I can hang out with Rock all day.
Oh, we have to give a special shout out to Rhonda, who is George Young. Boston George's wife is listening.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
James Sandman's listening. What's up, Sandman? DJ
Shout
Sandman.
out to DJ Sandman.
Jonathan, what's up?
Are there local people that listen here in Tampa to this show?
Yeah, there's local. There's
we just had somebody tuning in from Ireland, New York. Oh yeah, Shaman Fox. Big shout out if you're still listening. My homie from Ireland.
Do you have a built-in Ohio fan base?
No, they all hate me there.
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm just joking. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that figures.
I'm sure some people are there.
No. Yeah, we definitely have fans locally and not.
Right.
So where's the furthest place you've gone and played? Because he's telling me
Barcelona, Spain.
he hasn't
played Barcelona.
He hasn't shut the fuck up about you for the past week.
He's my boy, man. I love Rob.
I
Rob's
think-
always treated me fucking
Poet, just
Nice.
stop blowing the dude. For
No,
fun. I think
no. Check it out. Let me clarify this. Every time Rob had a fucking party, every time he was DJing somewhere, he always hit me up, invited me, had me on the guest list, treated me like a goddamn fucking king.
He drank all my vodka at my last whole fucking bottle.
Fuck yeah,
It
bitch.
was like all play $5, all you can drink. But he sat there and all he drank.
Yeah, I
The whole
did.
fucking bottle of vodka.
I appreciate that.
That
Thank
was
you.
okay.
Well, he's been talking you up so much that
This is my boy, man.
He's been telling me your performance is pretty good. That you like to light shit on fire outside of Jesse. Yeah.
I would light you on fire, Jesse.
We I do a Nirvana style show. I don't know. It's because
What was that called?
Nirvana style. At the end of my show, where there's nothing left.
Oh.
I like to go in. I go in with all our gear and do sound check, but I'd like to walk out with nothing. Basically, we walk in with it's all trashable. And a lot of times before I would play somewhere and DJs, why have you got that? Why you got that little that shitty little board or whatever? And other people they go, you'll know why at the end because I don't come in with my $1 million equipment that stays in my studio. I take out gear and do a raw show, and then I trash it usually at the end of the show.
So you're not
So
renting
that's-
trucks equipment,
That's got to be pretty.
lighting it on fire.
That's got to be pretty interesting for your writer because I imagine you're having the promoter cover that. So,
It's a lot of there's a lot of caveats because our show changed from year to year. One year we had my coffin was suspended by airline chains and tied to the top, so I could actually climb up on the coffin that I was spinning on. I could swing on it, and it was suspended by chains, so I'd be able to go out over the crowd, I could mix, go out over the crowd. And,
that's awesome.
yeah, so I'd come up with different stunts every year. But DJs. When we started this whole thing, I'll be honest with you, man. When I started the whole Evil One concept, I was in an ad agency. I was a musician, but I came from Nashville. But I came here, and I did a little stint in corporate for a while to pay the bills because it was a marketing person, and the Dead Mouse was really big. I knew Joel back then, and then the stunts were coming into DJs doing like the cake with and all the stunt style DJ,
Right.
and we were already doing that in Nashville long before all the other people got caught onto it. So it was like when they started that, it was like we felt like we'd already been doing that. So my show went to a whole other level. That's when we bought in fire. I would light my gear on fire and while it was still playing, and then on the last song I would always throw the mixing board out in the crowd and trash the whole fucking stage, and while the music's still going.
That's awesome.
And at the end,
It's a
people
very metal way to do your performance.
I can't think of anybody that. I think you probably maybe started that. I mean, I don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We were doing that.
Yeah,
before,
there's no DJ that's coming to my mind that did that shit.
before the era, before the era of the stunts and the Dead Mouses and the fucking, So that's something that I was just always doing because I could never stay. I was a DJ, but I couldn't. I'm a front man too. I sing. I sing rock. I've fronted rock bands and stuff in Nashville, and so I've always been a front guy. Stage guy.
How's the metal scene out there?
And it's in Nashville. I don't know. I haven't been back to Nashville in a long time, man. But it's funny because people classify Nashville as a country town, but that's just for the tourist. I mean, it's a rock town. It's a metal town.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
'Cause I know like North Carolina and Ohio. And
Well, I'm good friends with John, who's the drummer from Stained. He lives out there. We can go out there anytime you want and hang out with fucking John from drummer of Stained, bitch.
Nashville's become the new LA, man.
It is.
You don't have to go out to fucking LA anymore. You can go to Nashville.
Yeah.
That's the East Coast LA, I guess you call it. Unless there's another that I can't think of.
I was a drummer for metal bands. I was a singer. I was a musician before I ever got into the EDM scene and all that. In Nashville rock.
Henry considers people like us composers. Would you like to elaborate on that, Henry?
I see EDM DJs as composers, where it would blend. I guess for me, from composer to musician would be, so you're a musician, you're a drummer, you play guitar or anything, piano,
keyboard.
Okay, so you're producing your own music then, and you're creating your own original tunes to then manipulate.
Sometimes, I I do the stuff I've got coming out is the first stuff I've released in years.
Mm-hmm.
But what I would do, and actually, when I first started out, I got deemed here as a Jekyll and Hyde ripoff artist because they were on a hiatus and there was no live EDM shows, and so I would do vocal overlays and stuff like to their music, but I would take the vocals out and I did my own vocodes and stuff. It's kind of like in rock bands, when you started out in a garage band, you did cover songs. You covered your favorite bands.
Right.
Well, I did something nobody else had ever done. As a DJ, I covered live like Jekyll and Hyde songs and stuff like that, but I would do them, and I actually got a cease and desist from their attorney when I first started, from Scott Weiser's attorney,
Really?
to stop doing Sounds from the Underground, because I played they saw a video where I was doing it at the amphitheater or something like that. But
I could see Scott doing that.
We ended up being best friends, but
Right.
Trashy also gave me I got
Really?
a cease and desist from Trashy. He's one of my best friends now, but I
Yeah.
did lights. I did it live.
Can't believe David did that.
And
David.
lights, babe. He didn't like
Tisk,
that shit
David.
one bit.
Shame on you, David.
I kind of get it. Like,
I would, it's like instead of seeing a guy spinning, I would DJ, but also have my keyboard set up, my vocals, and I would sit up there and I would take out their stuff and put, I'd do it live, and there was no live elements back then, and that's how I was able to get popular in that, because I caught that window where you didn't have Jekyll and Hyde, you didn't have Dynamix 2, you didn't have these live, Daft Punk, all these live acts out there, and I was a live act. And so I got a lot of bookings like that. This guy, does it live and does the overlay. So it's kind of like a combination of DJing and mixing it live.
It's almost like a remix of a live performance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and because I could emulate whatever they did. I had the same gear. I could sound just like whoever I was playing.
Now, you being a metalhead, do you ever bring in, like, you'll come in with Walk or something like that from
My
Pantera?
intro song is "Am I Evil" by Metallica.
Oh, right on.
That's when I'm coming on stage. That's the song you hear.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, right off the bat. And on my, I released a CD called Evil 13. It was my best-selling CD. It's still out there. About 8-9 years ago. And the Easter egg on that CD was Metallica, Am I Evil, and Domination by Pantera.
Nice.
It was just an Easter egg. You didn't even know it was there at the end of the CD. Yeah. So I've always integrated the two together.
Well, that's like I've heard some metal mix, man, and I've heard some that was like I was like, wow, this is really cool, and then other metal mix, I'm like, this is horrible.
I don't like metal mixed and dance music. I just don't like it.
It's
these dubstep metal mixes that are coming out.
I appreciate the creativity of it, I guess.
Yeah, I like to just leave metal alone. I just like, they should just leave it alone.
I love that fusion, though. Like
The
dubstep, metal. They're both really hardcore if you get them right. And
Like Sardonic.
It's like just the right combination. You can really blow it out of the water.
There's a DJ. His name is Sardonic.
Is there an artist? Do you have a favorite artist?
No favorite artist. Just mostly I listen to sound. So
Right.
like,
So what do you? Not because he's right across from you, and not because you work for him and performer, but what's the best song you like from Rob?
She doesn't know any of the music.
She just dances
I
to
know
it.
it all. I love it all.
You know what's funny?
You love it all?
This is
That's
what's
a great
funny.
answer.
This is a funny fact. She does not like breaks. She's a drum and
What?
bass head.
You don't
She's
like breaks?
hardcore.
All right, you got.
Yeah, she doesn't like.
You don't like breaks?
She's a hardcore drum and bass girl.
You don't like breaks?
Okay, I was raised on drum and raised
You don't like
on
breaks,
no.
Rob? You bring a girl on
It
my
gets
show
better than
that
that.
don't like breaks.
It gets better than that.
Oh my!
She does.
God.
I
She's
like her more and more already.
Oh yeah,
I know.
she does. It gets better than that. So in Victoria, Atlas K, who's been with me for 10 years. My dancers have been with me a long time. The Ladies of Evil. So I've had. She's been with me the longest. And Allie was a while in Victoria. But Victoria is a drum and bass head. She doesn't like breaks. So they do
my
my
God.
shows, but they don't.
Yeah, I
and
got
Superman, who is my right hand guy, my stage tech guy, has been with me for 15 years. He's every single show. The guy with the dreads.
Yeah.
He does my stage tech. He's never seen one of my shows. He can't stay. He'll go outside and smoke weed, and he after the stuff set up, he goes off and passes out in the club. So he's never even seen one of my shows, and he's been touring with me for 12 years.
Jesus.
Isn't it weird?
I mean, when you got time to go sleep, I guess.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And
All right.
because he's always driving too. So.
Jesse
Yeah.
Firefly, who's your favorite drum and bass artist? Don't say AK-1200.
It's hard to choose because like the popular drum and bass artists, they're appealing, but their sound's just a little bit too clean.
Give me some local guys. Do you like any local guys?
Local guys,
No.
So I really enjoy Baker Suggs, Gary Baker.
What?
That's who I'm
Baker
working with.
acted. I used to dance
What?
in the club for them.
Well, you know how long I've known that guy? You know how of a special friend he is to me?
That's who I'm working on all my drum and bass stuff. Was me and Gary Baker acted all the drum and bass
yeah.
stuff. I put
Well,
out.
actually, let's give him a call right now.
Let's call him.
Let's call him.
Gary Baker.
Yeah.
Love that guy. I just talked to him like a couple hours ago.
talking to him. I talked to
I
him
talk
the
to
other
him
night.
every day.
I was like, what's this? I hear you're doing some shit with Rob Gibbons. He's like, bro, it's hard to fucking produce music 2,000 fucking miles away. I'm like, I'm gonna call you on the show.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So that's one of the surprises we had for you.
And
was
he's
we're gonna
been
call Gary.
he's been pushing me too. He'll call and go. So have you got that mix out yet? You done it? And I'm like, no, because he's like pushing me to do the to put a mix together of neurofunk stuff. And it's like I was telling her, it's easier to make it than it is to mix it. Really, it's hard to mix drum and bass. I would never claim to be a drum and bass DJ.
So
But
what kind of DJ are you?
It's I do electro bass, electro breaks. I do trance,
Okay. So
but
like
drum and bass is a very it's a 140 BPM, 145 BPM, very off time and it's
Oh, I got him.
takes
Okay,
a
I got him.
special kind of drum and bass DJs are the
get
shit.
it
So if you guys don't know who we're calling right now, it's DJ Baker Acted.
is he local?
No,
He's
in
out in Vegas, Las Vegas. Baker Act was local here. I mean, Gary's been around for years.
Yeah,
years,
Gary's
years.
a fucking legend.
Was that the
Legendary.
guy you met up with, or we were going to meet up with?
Correct.
Yeah.
You have it, Sergio? Me calling? I don't hear it.
Can you hear him over the thing?
Yeah.
You can't put him over the thing through the speakers.
Yeah, you'll hear him over the speakers, but we have to talk into the phone, which is weird.
I'm
Huh?
gonna have to hold it up.
I am. He knows I was calling his ass. I told him. He's not going to answer, and he's going to make me look like a dumbass on the show.
I never answer when he calls me. I always wait and call him back.
I told him I was going to call him.
I'm terrible about that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to call him. Hold on.
When
We're going to
people
leave
call
a
me, I freak
shitty-ass
out.
fucking message for him.
Do you freak out? when
Fuck
people-
you, man. I told you I was calling you, and now you're making me look like a dumbass on my show. So fuck you. I'm burning all your CDs, and I hate you.
I don't know what it is about the modern day, but people
Yeah,
call and I
thanks, man.
freak out. I'll see somebody call and be like, I don't want to answer that. I don't care who it is. I like to call, I like to be in control. I guess it's a control thing. I want to call them back, but I don't want
like
to
a
answer
good
them.
text message.
Yeah.
I
Don't
love
call
the
me.
text.
I don't wanna
Don't-
answer
Yeah,
when
don't
someone's
call
calling
me
me.
by text. But I told Gary I was going to call him because I knew he was coming on the show. I told him I was going to call him at the 8 o'clock hour. 8
Yeah, you
o'clock,
should. He'll bust
5
my
o'clock
balls.
his time. That piece of shit.
But he
Almost
wants-
ruined our show.
He
man.
wants me to hurry up and get this stuff out, and I'm trying, and you got that mix yet, man? And I'm like, nah, man, I'm going to get there, because he wants me to put out a whole mix, The last mix he did, he dedicated the whole thing to me like an asshole.
Did he?
Read it. It's on SoundCloud. It says inspired by the Evil One.
Really? No shit.
And the first mix he's put out in like 2 years. 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was when I was out in Vegas, I was at his house.
Yeah.
And he was showing me some do you remember the Fly Trap back in the day? I don't know.
It
if
might have
that-
been before my time. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been. But it's similar. Like they would play videos.
Yeah.
And DJ, and he was showing me some of the shit that he's done in the past, and that shit was dope as fuck, man. The VJing kind of thing.
Yeah,
I really
like,
enjoyed that.
Some good Resolume effects.
Yeah.
What was the Fly Trap?
Fly Trap was like, do you want to talk about it? Do you
I'm
know
not
the Fly Trap?
familiar, no.
You're not from, where are you from?
I mean, I'm from St. Pete, Tampa.
How old are you?
You don't ask
I'll be
a woman.
30 this year.
You don't ask a
so
woman her
I'm not-
age, Henry.
Doesn't she
Yeah.
look good for 30? I mean, like,
Yeah,
Victoria's
I
the same
would've
way.
thought
Victoria's
way
30.
younger, but
Like,
yeah.
can't tell. We're all vampires.
Yeah. You look like a vampire right now, Rob. You're kind of freaking me out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
That might not even be me sitting here. You don't know who's
I don't
sitting
know.
here. I could be Gary Baker.
It's definitely you.
Yeah.
I know your voice. I know your beautiful, beautiful voice.
Do you want to fuck me?
No.
Okay.
I think he does. But the way that he's been talking about you this past week, I think that if he pulled out your dick, it would suck. And if you want to make this show a whole lot better,
No, it's not
me
gonna
and
happen.
Jesse here will
Give it some time alone.
Yeah.
no, we're gonna narrate it.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think I could do
We
that.
can talk
I
about it.
wanna
Be
know
like,
how many
"Bro, it's
times
going all the way down."
How many times did you get your
Sucking
dick
the whole
sucked
dick.
in the Night Moves DJ booth? Because I can tell you how many times I got my dick sucked in that booth.
0, because I was with Shaney then.
Oh, he wants to call back now. Oh, you want to call me now?
Must be interested.
You got the
I
volume
want
on
to
that,
hear him.
Sergio?
You can't put him over the speakers.
Oh, what's up? I called you and you can't call me? What the? I told you I was calling you at this hour.
I know for some reason my cell service went to shit. I had to go on Wi-Fi.
Likely story.
So I got Rob Gibbons on the radio show. Say hi to Rob.
What's up,
Hey,
fucker?
Rob, is this like an episode of Rob Gibbons? This is your life.
I don't know, man. I haven't done this show. I don't know. I don't know. We were talking about drum and bass. I was telling him how you busted my ass about,
From the past.
Yes,
Rob.
I was telling him how you bust my balls because you want me to get this mix out, this drum and bass stuff, and how I'm touch and go with it, and you're on me. But you are the one that is the fire under my ass for the whole thing. So
What'd you tell me the other night? You're like, it's hard to produce music 2,000 miles away.
Well, yeah, that's why I need to get back to Tampa soon.
and I got to tell you too. We were just talking about the last mix you put on SoundCloud, and it was inspired by the Evil One, which I thought was very touching. And
They
but-
do have a thing now though where I believe you can do some type of Ableton cloud
Yeah.
where like two people can produce something and change stuff like on an Ableton file, and it like shows up on the other person's Ableton like changed. So maybe it is possible now.
Well, I was just going to say that the mix you did, though, and I'm not saying it because it was inspired by me, but that was one of the best drum and bass mixes I've ever fucking heard, man. That thing is bad as shit. And it's on SoundCloud if you people want to check it out. It's under Baker Acted on SoundCloud. Did you listen to it?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Did you listen to it?
I did.
Bad as shit, huh?
All the way through.
Jessie
Fucking awesome.
Firefly here, that's in the studio with us. She's a super fan of you as well. Do you know who this girl is?
Jesse's there.
He
Hi,
knows
Gary.
Jesse.
What's up, Baker?
She's go-go danced through my sets many of times.
There you go.
So much fun.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, she worked with you?
Well, I mean, she's just been a go-go at
Now, see, that's
places.
what you've
She's
enjoyed
been a
dancing
professional.
for. She had fun.
Yeah, I had so much fun. So I was in the basement, and like the box down there for dancing, like the go-go box, was just amazing. The music was amazing, always on point. I was constantly down there, like, good vibes.
She's talking about the social club.
The Social Club.
I could just tell if you said the basement, you had to be talking about social club.
The social.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, and then, there was a while
Wait.
where I was doing stuff
Social
downstairs at the same time.
Even where it's a white building, standalone building, social club.
Because he had that
Popped
on
it for
Saturdays.
it was one of the best clubs.
So, while we have you on air live, DJ Baker Acted, is there anything gay you want to say to Rob Givens?
They were asking me who I'd go gay for. I
Just
could.
tell him I got the best beach around in town.
Hey!
Check out my boy DJ Baker Acted. Thanks, man. Love you, bro.
When are you coming back to Tampa?
Cheers, guys. Have fun.
He wants to know when you're coming back to Tampa.
Huh?
Rob Givens wants to know when you're coming back to Tampa.
I don't know, but I told Kurt the other day that since I was the last Fusion Thursdays that got canceled before the coronavirus, that I should be the first party back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And I'll be ready. I'll be ready to play with you by then, so we can play. We do double trouble.
Oh, is Rob Givens going to play a Fusion night?
Yeah, I'll be. I'm gonna do it. The next set I come out and do, I want to do drum
What
and
do you guys
bass.
think that's going to be?
Yeah.
Hopefully June.
June.
June?
Yeah.
I don't
Hopefully.
know. I don't know.
I still have a Frontier Airlines ticket back from Tampa, so I guess I have to come there to use it.
Yeah, you definitely do. Baker Acted, I love you, man. Check out his music. DJ Baker Acted. You want to give a plug?
butt plug.
Plug your music.
Well, I have mixes up on SoundCloud under Baker Acted, also Gary Baker on
weird,
Mixcloud, which has more. They're not downloadable, but it has more mixes. And then I've been doing a live stream from my garage behind a giant green screen wall every Sunday, starts around 5 p.m. Pacific time, which would be 8 p.m. Eastern time.
All right, DJ Baker Acted. Love you, brother.
All right, cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
He sounded like he was suffocating. I think he was on a ventilator.
He breathes. He breathes.
He was on a
heavy.
ventilator.
DJ Baker Acted breathes heavy. You notice that with him? He's like,
He was on a ventilator.
Rob Givens.
that's DJ Baker Acted. Yeah,
No.
He might have that Corona.
I think he might.
I think I had that. I think I had it already.
So
Yeah,
while you
I
all,
think
while you all
everyone
masked
did. I
up,
think
Swear
I
to
had
God.
that too.
Like about a year ago, when I had an Evor, my Evor studio, this week, a whole week, I had. And I always say it's the sickest I've ever been. It was this fever; it wouldn't go away. This burning, and mentally, it fucked with my head. It was just, I was just, ugh. I'd never. And they said it was a rotavirus. But I think they said Rona-virus. But now that I'm going back in time trying to remember it, and I'm pretty sure I think I had it. I think that's what it was. I swear to God, I think that's what it was. About a year ago. It was about a year ago. And I was saying, I'd never heard of the coronavirus just before anybody had heard of it. But I was always saying that was the weirdest I'd ever felt in my life and the sickest I'd ever been for about a week. And I had straight fever for a week.
Damn.
Sick as shit. Yeah. I don't
Fucking
know.
A.
Hopefully I did.
I had a bad respiratory infection late last year, and I was like, it was the worst cough I ever had. And now
you
that's
probably had it.
That's one of the
They
symptoms.
say people
yeah.
could have had it and then didn't know it,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 2 weeks of a horrible cough.
You know,
I could not. I was like,
I remember that too because I was definitely like, "Yo, why am I still coughing? It's 2.5 weeks."
I think that was like fucking Corona, man.
I'm excited
Baker
about the
Acted
murder
is
hornets.
watching now. He's watching the show now.
I'm excited about the murder hornets, man. I can't wait for those motherfuckers.
For real.
I'm just
crazy.
Bring it on. Those are they look
Yeah.
like something from a Japanese Godzilla movie, man.
So, would it be cool right now if we play some of your new music?
I got
a
a
track
track.
that you brought for us.
Yeah.
Would it be all right if Jessie Firefly could dance?
She's not gonna dance to
You're
it.
not going to
I
dance.
don't know.
We can
I
put you
don't
right here on
dance
the
anymore.
table.
Breaks.
I
She
might,
hates
like-
breaks.
Oh, it's breaks. I thought it was. It's electro breaks.
This is one of my new electro tracks.
Has anybody heard this track yet?
Nobody's heard it except for her.
So
And-
they're hearing this first on the Diamond Vibes radio show.
Exclusive.
Yeah, and what I do is always produce tracks with vocals, and I produce one without the vocals to do live. And the one we had mastered is the vocal track is not on this. It's just, but if you're just a DJ playing breaks and mixing it in, you wouldn't know the difference. But
Right.
I'll know because
Yeah, of course.
So it's minus the vocal track, but yeah, it's right there, man. It's called My Bass Is Haunted.
Ooh, are you going to hear it first? Nobody's heard this track besides
If
Jessie
that's the
Firefly.
if that's the wrong one, the one with porn on it, just keep it.
Oh shit! You have Rob Givens porn?
Sweet. No, this one up front.
Here?
No, in the front. See it. There should be.
You got monitors in the studio, so we can hear it in the monitors. The monitors. in
Yeah.
here?
Is that the only track on there?
There's just one track on there.
Dude, you're hearing
like-
an exclusive Rob Givens production right now on the Diamond Vibes radio
Think
show.
anybody
Nobody's
cares?
fucking heard this shit. Nobody. And the world's about to hear it.
Diamond Vibes.
Let's go.
That's it, Diamond Vibes.
Thank you.
Damn, Serge, you fucking
My
up over
bad,
there.
my bad, my bad.
Yo, you just heard motherfucking Rob Givens, the Evil One. Evil One, talk about the song, man.
Yeah. No, it's harder, heavier stuff that I'm doing. That was without the vocal track on top of it, though. So that's got a vocode track that goes on top of it. The name of the song is "My Bass Is Haunted."
It's coming out this Thursday.
Yeah, the name of the CD's Code Red. And,
where you laying it out at?
It'll be on Beatport. It'll be on Sound. Well, I'm working a thing with SoundCloud right now because they got the download situation going on with them. But Revista will be out with those guys. We're putting it out, so
All right.
Revista record label.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dope, man. Yeah. I fucking enjoyed it. I can't wait for Thursday because I want to hear what the vocals on it.
Well, yeah, and you get 4 of the tracks too. So it's 5 tracks altogether.
Oh, nice.
And then the drum and bass stuff. I've got 5 tracks of those, which is like I say, Gary's going to be a little bit more involved in that one. I don't want to
Fuck Gary.
Put that out with Big. You hear me, Gary? Jerry
Fuck
Sen,
Gary.
are you listening to this guy?
Fuck Gary.
Is he still listening?
Yeah,
You listening to this guy?
he's still with us. But fuck Gary.
All right, so that
Just
is breaks.
That's
Electro breaks.
Okay.
It's a different, I don't do like pussy candy ass shit. It's like electro's more, it's a little harder crowd. It's a different crowd. It really is a different crowd. When I play somewhere, I pull a different crowd than your raver crowd. I don't pull the raver crowd. I've got a pretty exclusive following.
Right.
About 6-7 people.
Well, it almost sounds from the intro to where you heard the dun 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 dun, dun the bass drop, I guess, or it kind of sounded like a horn almost.
Yeah.
I didn't know what
The
that was.
wong.
Yeah,
That's where the
yeah.
vocals come in.
Oh, it almost sounded like 2 separate songs because the beginning of it was very.
It was.
I want to say it's techno sounding, not
Yeah.
knowing any better, but it sounded like very.
There's always
computery
always an intro, a bridge, and then you
Right.
got your, it's putting together just like you put together any kind of music.
It was. I mean, it's more enjoyable than the most of the stuff I hear because most of the EDM I'm exposed to is like fusion stuff,
The candy
so
shit.
house, and the
I appeal to a different crowd. Like I said, I'm more. I mean, we use a lot of. We used to have a big, huge shot needle. Big that I used on stage. I use a lot of big, props. It's
Very
it's
theatrical.
very theatrical. Yeah, it's a lot edgier than
Jesse
DJs.
Firefly, come to the mic. What's the craziest shit you ever did on stage? You have to talk into the mic though.
Being lit on fire, of
That's
course.
it.
Yeah.
That's the only one. Nothing else.
We used to do a pretty heavy routine at the castle all the time. Too.
So there's no like Jenna Torturers kind of shit
Yeah.
where you were
there
like,
was or
abused by.
I've opened for Jenna Tortures a couple times.
oh,
Jen she's come to my shows.
are they still
Jen Vincent.
are they still around?
Yeah, she's still around. I don't know. I haven't brought into her, and it's been years since I've seen her. But
I have yet to see a Jenna Torturers show.
oh really?
Yes, and I'm really upset about that because I have a good friend who performed with her for a while.
Yeah.
But I still haven't seen the show. It's really upsetting.
Yeah, Jen Vincent's she's
well,
a cool
Jenna
chick.
Tortures uses dildos and Rob Givens uses fire. So, what show do you want to be on? You could actually maybe do some cross promotions with Jenna Tortures.
Well, I've got a big
and-
metal dick that I shoot sparks out of on stage. Big dick that shoots sparks.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Remember
We
that?
used to do that, like the grinder shows.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I love
they come up with a grinder. It's a big metal dick and shoots sparks.
It's fucking great. You like this guy, don't you, Henry?
I do.
Yeah, you're gonna be talking about him for the next 2 weeks now. I'm gonna be like, bro.
I
mean, fuck
I
on.
mean,
I'll
Rob,
give
you're
you Rob's phone
cool.
number.
You're
Goddamn.
cool, but I'm not trying to get butt fucked by you.
right. No, I don't want to do that, man.
John is clearly trying to get butt fucked.
You're like
No, I'm
you're
not.
like a guy that in prison I would not want to drop the soap around, man.
Yeah, I mean,
How did this
That's not
turn
my
into
thing.
something gay?
Yeah,
When you
you're
give
the one.
somebody-
You
when
had
give
this
somebody
laden,
props-
underladen gay
Come on, man.
thing going on. You started it.
he started this about 2 weeks ago when I
Yeah.
found out you were going to be on it because I've heard about it 6 times a day every day since.
Since I said this is probably going to be the highest rating show we ever had. We have motherfucking Rob Givens, the evil one on the
I
show.
hope so.
Hope
I
so.
hope so.
I wouldn't-
yeah. If this was the highest rated show you ever had, I will personally promote your next show.
Who, mine?
If you would want me to, I would personally do it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, we'll see the numbers later, and we'll.
I didn't say anything about including you in this.
What are you talking about? That's fucked up.
I've seen how your shows do, man.
I've played on the bill with Combi Christ a couple of times as Techno Sluts.
Have you?
Yeah. I'm not, it was on the on the same
Ticket?
Yeah, ticket, I guess you would call it. Yeah,
Thanks.
not touring with them.
Jesse
opening for
Firefly.
them. Yeah, but that's how our music. You know, a lot of my industrial stuff. That's how it's that edgy. You know, I'll play on the same ticket with Combi Christ and industrial events like Techno Sluts and stuff like that down in Miami. So
Is that a concert or
Techno Sluts is an
or?
event they used to have every year. It coincided with Winter Music Conference. It was after Ultra Music Festival, but it wasn't that crowd. It was a different crowd, but it was all the hardcore bass DJs. You know, Dave Noller and Jacqueline Hyde, all the edgier electros, and like Combi Christ played a couple times and stuff like that. You know, so.
Did you bring another song for us, or that was it?
That's it.
That was it.
That's it, man.
Oh my God, Rob!
I let Jessie's heard the drum and bass. Some of the, I mean, she's heard everything to do, but that's just, the other ones I'm just like, you know.
Jesse, I need you to hum it.
Can you
heart.
hum it?
Oh God.
The entire
I don't know if
thing.
My hummer works.
What?
My
You got to talk into the microphone.
It's got to go.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're doing a good job. Keep continuing.
That was a question. There we go.
But they don't really pay attention to the music when they're performing. They're in their own world. They I mean, she probably does when she dances with drum and bass, but nobody. I mean, they sort of like do their thing.
All right. So how do you get your cues if you're? Because like, do you dance to a click? Is that how that works? I'm trying to. I never really thought about that before.
When you have like the breakdown of the time, it'll usually go like on a half time, and then you have a switch every time you hit that like half. So you do like a couple of moves to one, and then you switch it to the half time and move like that, and that's how you go like a little bit slower or a little bit faster, and it helps keep your pace for the set.
So you don't have in-ears, or you don't have something in there that's like the song in your ear, or nothing like that?
No, definitely not. It's a lot of like playing on the crowd and watching, you know, what they're doing, and then also listening. So like in the back of your mind, you hear the music coming through. You also are going to feel it in your feet, and like, you know, your body is going to be moving at the same time as the music. So
plus they know my shows so well too. That, like, she's worked with me for so long. I mean, you know, for my shows particularly. I mean, like we heard in Victoria. I mean, we all worked. They know what's going on. You know, like that's why I love her and Victoria so much too, because there's no what are you doing. There's never any of that. There's no questioning anything. Like she'll go with whatever I'm doing on stage. And, you know, Victoria's the same way. Whatever is going on, they just go with it, and we just, you know, if there's fire coming at you, there's fire coming at you. You know, but they trust me, and I mean, you know, it's like.
So when you say you're lighting these girls on fire, how are you doing that?
They said it earlier, Henry. You don't fucking pay attention.
I was high earlier.
So as a performer, like you get used to being in sync with the other performers. So especially, you know, for Rob's show, like you sort of get into this motion and this flow where you're listening to the music and you're all on the same sort of time patterns, and then you know it works because you're looking at each other and realizing, you know, okay, I'm moving, you're moving. Like where are we going to kind of meet up with the beat of what's going on?
It's
Do you guys practice this at all? Or?
No, hell no.
Oh, it's all improv?
Well, we've done so many shows. It's like.
Well, when you first started out, I mean, did you guys like have a rehearsal of it, or?
Oh.
I think we did like one time. We did like a practice run, and then after that, it was all just like, okay, well tonight we're doing it, and we're on the same sync.
So how long do you have this the leather jacket that's on fire? How long do you actually wear it?
As long as he wants me to.
Yeah.
But don't that shit burn you though?
Yeah, I love it.
Well, plus
so you like the pain?
I like the heat.
Well, that's
the
one
pressure.
thing we do rehearse though. Is like and
you never.
How long can you stand it? They tell me because I'm hovering over them when they're on fire, and we're communicating with each other. You know, on stage. So it's like you know, I know when to put it out when it's
right.
You know,
okay,
we're communicating the whole time.
Right,
and it just you know.
So it's almost like what are they? The safe word.
Sorta. I mean, you know.
Do you have signals that you got? Because like I knew a band. They would call out songs by throwing up like gang signs to each other. That was fucking.
Not really.
Do you guys do that? Or?
No, they just. I mean.
I think
just like it's enough.
Like we decided early on that there was like one thing if it's way too intense, just like put your hand up and
yeah.
You know, I'll
so that's your signal then.
So keeps us safe.
I gotcha.
And I mean, like, you know, there's different. You never know what you're going to get. I mean, I don't think Jesse wasn't at this show particularly. This was Victoria and Allie, I think, or I don't think it was you. But I said tonight. I said I want you to. You're going to be chained up to the steel trussing on stage. You're going to be chained up over here. You're going to be chained up over here. You're going to have a red cloak over you, and you're going to get under the cloak about 5 minutes before the show starts, and you're not going to even move for about the first 20 fucking minutes. That's how hardcore it is. And they're like, okay. And so I wanted people to forget there was even anybody under there. So it's that long. So literally about 3 songs into the show, which has been about 20 minutes, I walk up to the red cloaks, and and then a big fire explosion goes off in the back, and I pull off the red thing, and Jesse comes up, or it was Victoria, and then Allie pops up, and you didn't even know there was anybody up under there.
Wow.
And sometimes I do shows where they're chained up to my coffin. My coffin's here, and I have a chain going out that way. And we did one show that was like we did it after what's the movie Silent Hill. Mm-hmm. And so they were dressed up as nurses, and they literally stood on stage and didn't move for 15-20 minutes. And as soon as the lights came on, they would start twitching, start moving just a little bit when the lights hit them. Very
I respect that's
very
dope.
Yeah, very. That's why I don't call them dancers. They're not dancers; they're performers. Right. They're not go-go dancers. They're performers.
So, I know you said you started back in Nashville when you were doing a live DJ set, and not many people were doing it. Did like Alice Cooper or anything like that influence your decision to start out in Fire? Or did like any of the
I was
you Kiss, anything like that, or
the whole theater rock, and plus I was always like I like illusionists too, like Chris Angel and stuff like that. So a lot of that
looks like Chris Angel.
Everybody used to say that. I used to have a shirt.
No, you do.
I used to have a shirt that said, "Yes, I know who I look like," and on the back it said, "No, I'm not him."
I mean, Rob Givens came to the Diamond Vibes radio show with a fucking hoodie on, a mask, sunglasses. So, people that don't know Rob Givens, we would think that Chris Angel was here. Actually, we would get.
I like illusions. I do a lot of illusions. A lot of that's worked into my show. I mean, a lot of that concept is that's what we do in the show.
So my question is, very serious question. Did you dress like this just to fuck with people, or are you really concerned about the COVID-19?
A little bit of both, but like I say, we've been doing that a lot longer before COVID ever came out.
Right.
But,
I was telling Henry, I was like, man, he's going to come in full makeup. Rob's going to be coming in crazy. And what did I tell? He came in crazy, but what rubber fucking gloves and mask.
I told Jesse when we left, I said, I'm going full blackout.
Yeah, you did that. You did that. Oh, you going to come out of it?
No.
No? You're gonna,
full blackout.
Oh, God.
I can see through this. I'll go in Walmart like this.
Yeah, and what do people think?
I don't ask them. I'm going full blackout. But I'm going to, the drum and bass thing I do, I think I'm going to go under faceless, and I'm just going to be blacked out the whole time. Like Marshmallow.
Yeah. You could do that.
I don't know.
Might be something cool.
I've only seen like clips of his performance. I like the music video stuff he did. I thought that was pretty smart.
Which ones?
Gary Baker, what's on your blue?
Because it was almost like there was a concept to him. They kind of followed the story as far as I understand. So I thought that was interesting for an EDM guy to do that. We released a video of a song, an actual song that has nothing to do with EDM. I actually did a vocal song. I did a remake of Typo Negative's "Love You to Death." Mm-hmm. It's on YouTube right now.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's a total remake of "Love You to Death." Kind of acoustic guitar, and
did you?
It's on Vista, and we shot a video for it. And
did you do it all by yourself? Or?
No. It was shot. We did it in Orlando. The video, and I did put the song together myself. Yeah, it's on YouTube right now.
Plug it.
It's totally different from anything. I mean, it's not. I didn't make it to appeal to the EDM world. It's my
Well, that's if there's anything that's cool about DJs that I definitely have seen over the years, especially working with Poet more and more, it's that you guys typically do other projects. I don't know a whole lot of DJs who are like That's the only thing they do. And they usually, more often than not, because I'm starting to get to a point now where I can tell what good EDM is versus bad.
Yeah.
And usually the guys who are like, oh, I'm only a DJ and I can't do anything else, they're not really good. They're usually pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Well, like some
They don't understand. Yeah, they don't understand sound structure or music theory, and I imagine for what you guys do, that's exceptionally important.
Well, it's like I said, I do an '80s vocal show. I do. It's like I want to do it here in Tampa. It's just all '80s. It's
Like
'80s
a
songs.
Rock
I'm
of
covering.
Ages kind of thing.
Sounds like
No,
that.
it's more the alternative. It's more like I'll Melt with You. It's
I'll fuck with that.
it's all
I like that.
it's all the alternative type of '80s. It's Don't You Forget About Me, Simple Minds.
Okay.
It's stuff like that. It's a 16 song set. I wanted to come do it at Pegasus on a Monday night.
You should.
I was talking to Julie about that when you're open. Just
That would
come
be
and do it
great.
on a Monday night.
Yeah, you should.
Totally different from anything else. Like
I love it.
completely
Kind of
vocal.
DJ Mouse does that though.
And I'm just singing. It's all
think
instrumental
it's
tracks
nice.
and different. It's all instrumental remix tracks, and I'm doing the vocals over them. So, yep.
That'd be actually fucking dope as shit.
Well, I was talking to Jesse about we're going to put together a show for that. Just an '80s. It's new wave. It's all just new wave '80s stuff. But it keeps it fresh because if you're an artist, you're doing stuff. You got to break it up and put a little bit of this into that, and a little bit of because just doing the same shit all the time, man.
Gary Baker said he'll do that with shit with you.
What?
Whatever you were just talking about, he was like that. The dance.
Wow, you should pay attention, poet. Pay attention, poet. Pay attention.
What?
To it. Pay attention.
What?
This is the guy that you've been talking me up for like 2 weeks. Pay attention,
All right,
poet.
So I'm
Pay
glad you
attention.
mentioned this because we're going to transition now. Because I want to do a social experiment with Jesse Firefly. Would you work with me on this one? I want to do something.
I'm kind of anti-social. but
No,
I'm
I
willing
know,
to
but
give it a
I need your
try.
help on this. I need
She's
your
been
help on
practicing
this.
social distancing for 30
I
years.
need your help on this, okay?
All day.
So my best friend, my co-host Henry Panic here, he has a problem with talking to women.
That's not true.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
I believe you.
So
Wow.
let's imagine this is a bar,
Okay.
and
It
he
kinda is.
rolls in because he can't walk because he has no legs.
You have no legs?
What?
He has
Get
no
out.
fucking legs.
No way.
Anyways, he rolls into the bar. Okay. So what's the first thing you're gonna say to her? You find her attractive. Let's just say you find him attractive, which is hard, right? It's hard to find him attractive.
I think he's all right.
Yeah. So you would go gay for
I
Henry
was
Panic.
sort of
Not
working out
fucking-
before I came here. Sort of.
Oh. All right. So you roll into a bar. You see her. What's the first move? Now I want you to tell me what you would actually do if this happened.
Okay.
All right. So you roll into the bar. You see her. What are you doing? What's happening right now? No, you have to do it into the mic. I mean, I'm gonna. Are you buying her a drink? What are you doing, fucking Henry? You're fucking
He's
dropping.
going to
a-
set a microphone on
What are
the
you
bar
doing,
when he
man?
comes
What
up.
are you
He's gonna
doing?
set a mic on the bar.
You gonna go up to her?
Communicate
What's
to the
happening
mic.
right now?
Yeah, I guess. I always, if I'm going to approach someone, I would prefer to go, like, I don't know. I always wanted a Freddy Krueger tattoo, and your pants remind me of that. So we're like halfway there.
Boom. What
See.
would you say?
Pants are a hit.
What would you say?
Yeah,
Just cool.
yeah, that's
That's your pickup line.
yeah.
And what would you do after that?
Probably walk away because she would be.
You're not walking away. You're rolling
No,
away.
no. There would be an awkward pause, and
There
then
we
I would
go.
ask
Perfect.
you like what kind of movies you were into.
Okay,
No,
well,
see.
let's do this. We're doing an
Poet,
improv.
why
Come on.
you this?
No,
is,
I really want to do
Have
this.
you seen our show before? Either of you?
No.
Thanks.
Lucky.
By the way, thanks for the fucking support.
Well, I
Rob
watched a
Given
couple
and
of
Jesse
playbacks to see what I was getting into. I didn't know what he was
motherfuckers.
getting me into. I didn't know.
This would be, I'd say, the 4th episode out of 14. I would say 14th. Right?
Can I go back to my?
I'll probably
my-
start
this is
watching
the
it now.
fourth, yeah, this
social
is the
experiment?
4th out of 14th. I'd say that John tries to get me to, in some way, flirt with another woman on
Yeah.
the show.
Because he can't talk to a woman. He
I
has
have
a
no
hard
game.
problem with
I
it.
have no
I'm-
game whatsoever.
You know?
Oh, Freddy Krueger's your pickup line.
I know.
Yeah.
That's my best. That's
And,
the best
well,
I
and,
got.
you know, how'd you come back on him? What was it? How'd you come back?
Cool.
Cool. See,
What would you do?
that's,
At that point?
that's about the best I got.
So, are you fucking?
You gotta wait for the awkward pause.
Yeah, see, it's hard though because there's something to go Like if you go into a sports bar and there's a game on, like, oh, you can go something off that because I watch sports.
What you did with that, and she said, "Cool," and you would just
Because
go
there's nothing
okay,
else.
and you would roll away.
Yeah, but because there's nothing else here to go off of. I don't,
Gave
I
up
don't
too
mean that
quick.
insultingly at all. I just you'd had like no bracelet or anything else that I would be like, okay, that's something I could like go off.
Okay, since we have a female on the show, let's ask her: if you're in a bar, nightclub, how would you expect a
I gotta be
guy
honest,
to?
you don't look like the kind of woman who would want to get picked up at a nightclub.
Well,
I'm really
just
not.
Yeah,
not.
okay. Just
wouldn't
work
take
with
you.
me here.
If you had
Work
been
with
like,
me.
I don't know, a bookstore or something, I'd be like, oh, cool, I can run that shit all day.
Totally.
But different women, like
Maybe
you
we'll
don't.
do that in a minute.
Different
But
women are different environments.
What
so.
do you expect from? I know you don't like being picked up in a bar or nightclub, but what would you expect from a gentleman trying to hit on you in a bar or nightclub?
Probably the
Listen,
opposite
Henry.
of what I expect for myself, which is like an interesting, start seeing conversations, kind of topics. I guess when you look at it that way, like Freddy Krueger is probably not such a bad pick because you can go in a lot of different
There you go.
directions.
Exactly.
Whoa,
What
Henry,
was the
you
line,
were
though? I didn't even hear what the line with Freddy Krueger. What was the pickup line?
high five.
Her pants reminded me
Oh,
of
the
it.
pants.
Yeah.
Do you know that this is how jive we are? She goes, I bought a new pair of pants. Or bought some pants, but it's sexy. Send me a picture. This is like a week ago. I said, "Bitch, I got the same. I had the same pair." I sent her a picture. Said, "I got the same pair of pants." That's how I jive it. So I didn't wear mine
Sam,
tonight
yes, it does.
because she was wearing hers
I'm wearing
tonight.
pants.
She
All
was,
right.
Are you wearing your pants? I was like, "No, I'm not going to wear them."
Okay, let's do Rob Givens. You don't have to answer
No
this if you
game
don't
whatsoever.
want to. You can.
I don't
Are
believe
you
that.
a single?
You don't
Rob?
seem like a
I'm
guy
very
that has
single.
no game to
Are
you.
Let me tell you, this is one.
How would you pick up a woman in a
Well,
nightclub?
I wouldn't. But let me tell you why. Because, and this is going to sound egotistical, self-centered, and fucking. You can take it however you want to.
You're the evil
But
one.
for all the years I was, girls after the shows. It's there's always girls. Okay, there's always girls, and then I've had a girlfriend, and I'm a monogamous guy. When I have a girlfriend, I have a girlfriend. That's just the way it is. I was with the same girl for 7 years, a year. Purple Cat, and when I have a girlfriend, I have a girlfriend. But when I don't, there's girls that are always there. They're just always there. So you're just whichever one you go with is who you go with. That being said, I've never in my life hit on a girl in a club because I've never had to. So
Ah.
it sounds egotistical,
No,
but when you put me out in
that's
the real
true.
world, when in the real world, I don't have any idea how to. There's a lot of times I spend single because I don't know how to go. I have no
Henry
game.
doesn't either.
I've never had to do that.
No,
before.
that's I 100. I used to live in Fort Lauderdale before
Right.
Tampa. When I was in college, that was when I was in Lauderdale. Nonstop, I would get approached
Right.
5 to 10 times a
See what
night.
I'm saying?
So it was the same thing. I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm good at getting numbers from
You
girls
just-
and picking women up." And
That's
it was
it.
like, no, I was
You've
just
never
getting
had to
approached
walk up to
every.
a girl, right?
It was almost never.
I've never in my life
Yeah.
done that, and I've never walked up to a girl and hit on her in my entire life. Never, not one time.
Well,
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how it goes. But
It's-
nowadays it's like,
if you don't meet them online now, it's almost weirder.
well, what sucks is this COVID shit. I broke up. Me and my last girlfriend, who I was with, for a while, Caitlin. We broke up right before this shit happened, probably in February or so, something like
Did I
that.
meet her? Was that the girl? at the Pegasus?
You know her sister probably. Her sister goes to Pegasus all the time. She's got a twin sister. I don't know. She's a bitch. Anyway, but I'm thinking, wow, how many guys out there are beating themselves in the head right now because they should have maybe waited before they broke up with their girlfriend because the COVID thing happened
Right.
and everybody's in quarantine. And you're going, oh shit, I don't have a female. What the hell am I going to do for the next 3 months?
But
Holy
I have toilet
shit!
paper.
My right arm's going to be huge. So, that's exactly what happened. I was like, wow, what a hell of a time to not be, have a chick or something. So that's kind of how it ended up. I'm thinking there must be a lot of, man, I should have just waited. I could have dealt with it maybe a couple more months.
If you've gone, was that 7 years? Was that partner?
7. That was Shani, Purple Cat. She's actually a big drum and bass DJ now.
Okay.
She's SenseNet. She goes by SenseNet. They tour around. She's with her. Well, they're married now. Clearwater. He was a very popular drum and bass DJ here. He was with Baker Act and stuff like that. One of the best. And a great guy too, great guy. And I mean, with Shani, we were together for so long. And she went out with one guy for a little while, and I hated it. I'm just, you want to kill every guy that goes out with her. But that was the thing about Clearwater. We were friends before all that, and he's such a great guy. I couldn't hate him. I was like, I want to hate, but I can't. You're great, and you're great for her. I love him to death, and we're still all
together.
Oh, they're great together. And so they do a show every Friday night. They do a live stream show on Twitch. It's a drum and bass show. It's Cincinnati, and I forget the name of the podcast. But they do it every Friday night.
I don't know.
They got a big
I haven't
following.
listened to it in a while.
She's not better than Diamond Vines. We the coolest shit ever.
It's not saying much.
But yeah, we were
I
together
think
for
we're the
a
highest
long time.
ratings on this fucking network.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
What's the network? I mean, what do you guys? What is it?
It's Flowhio Radio.
Flowhio Radio.
Yep.
Is it your network? Is it?
Yeah, it's his. Yeah.
So it's a network here. It's all live streaming and it's different shows.
Yep. We got 13 so far.
13 shows.
Yeah, Diamond Vibes is the best though.
So it runs like a radio station.
Yeah, pretty much.
Of course.
How long have you guys been around?
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a show for 5 years, and I turned one show into a whole network.
And what we are the third largest, right?
Yeah, no, the largest independent network in the city.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Bam.
It's. I mean, you got an office space here and everything, so it's, you're doing
And we have
something
Rob
right.
fucking Givens that's like fucking increased our ratings by like 100%. So
I don't know, man. I hope so. We
Yeah.
promoted it. A lot of people are probably. I don't know. I
yeah,
don't know if you can tell if they're
there's
listening.
a lot
or
of
not.
people listening right now
I didn't
and
even
watching.
check the comments in a while.
You can watch the playback on this tomorrow.
Say hi to Heather because she thinks you're awesome.
Hi, Heather. I wish I could see and hear, but I can't. I don't know. I'm watching the delay up there. That's what I've been tripping on the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, it's about 30
No, it's
seconds.
the methamphetamine, Rob.
Yeah, it's about roughly 30
It caught
seconds.
me off guard, man.
It's the cocaine you did before you came on.
I don't
the show.
do cocaine, man.
What do you do? Do you do any drugs?
No, I have. I'm
you
a
drug-free,
boring.
Rob?
I'm a boring person, man.
You
I
don't-
smoke weed.
You didn't even do
Back in 1999,
alcohol, Rob?
So
back in
you do smoke weed or
1999,
you
the
don't?
doctors put me on Adderall.
Yeah.
And I did cocaine back in the 90s, right? And when they put me on Adderall, I just naturally stopped doing it, and then I just hated it, and I've never touched any kind of drugs since. That's all I do is like Adderall prescribed and smoke weed. That's all I do. I don't even really drink.
That Adderall prescribed.
Well, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're not buying it from Tyrone off the block.
Well, I mean, I have severe adult ADHD. I have bad. I mean, I was in the short buses and all that in fucking college, and took my exams orally. I've never read a book because I can't focus that long. I mean, I'm bad ADHD. I mean, ask them. I'm a spazoid once, but
She's agreeing.
they're used to.
It's
it.
like I've been trying to follow you for 10 years
They're
on
used
stage.
to it,
I'm
man.
aware.
Yeah. So
Oh shit, Ricky Beavers,
Rick
DJ
Beavers, what's
Rick,
up, buddy?
Rick Furious.
Rick Furious, he used to do Furious Fridays. He did some promotions with me when I had level 3 down
He's
there.
a super fan.
I love Rick, man. It's my brother.
Rick, we had him last week on the show.
Yeah.
Great guy, man. He's coming out with some good production right now. He played some of the music. I was digging it.
See, Rick's like me. We're DJs first and in the EDM community, but then we have a double life where we work in the adult clubs too, because you
Yeah.
have to have that's like a day job type
Sure,
of thing,
of course.
And I don't integrate the two. You're not going to find anything online. I don't promote any. If you look on my Facebook, social media, you're not going to find any residue of that aspect, which I'm saying it on the radio now. But
Yeah.
I just keep them separate because I don't. The two aren't really. One has nothing to do with the other. So.
Of course.
Except when you and Julie come next door and say hi to me every now and then. That always brightens my night.
I know, right? And I swear, every time I walk over there, you're like, you play breaks right away. And you're like, John Poet in the building.
Some real people coming
Goddamn
on.
John Poet in the building.
Fucking,
You're sexy fucking. Can you do that? Can you do the John Poet?
I don't know, man.
John Poet's in the building.
I can't hear myself.
John Poet in the building.
I don't know. I can't. I don't
You
know.
want him to
talking
just
like I am.
whisper to you now?
Do you want me to call you tonight?
If you will,
I
later.
swear to you, dude, he does. He really, really does.
What?
He really wants you to send him
He
dick
thinks you want to
shots.
fuck me.
He wants get his Snapchat,
I'd fuck me.
get his Snapchat, make
love
his
it.
whole world.
I'd
and-
fuck me.
Oh,
Lotion makes the skin grow softer.
Would you like to be the girl
Alright, fuck
inside
me.
the cave, or would you like to be the guy lower in the lotion?
oh man.
Which one would you prefer?
I don't know.
Are you Buffalo Bill, or are you
I
the
kind of
the
like
victim?
one Jesse Firefly to light me on fire right now. I don't know. Shit.
You can light him on fire. I would support
Jesse
that.
Fish is
That would not
calling
be
me.
very nice.
We should answer
I-
this.
I
This
would
this would be a
give
good
you a
one.
high five.
Jesse.
What you can see the video. I've got over 300 videos on YouTube of shows and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, no, I was just.
What, bitch?
I definitely.
I'm on a
curious.
radio
I just
show
want
right
to see
now. You're
someone
bothering
like
me.
him on fire.
yeah.
What?
You know what? Speaking of,
I got Rob Gibbons
you
in the
said
building.
about the legs thing. What is that?
I got Rob Gibbons in the building. What do you want?
Oh, no, who?
What?
Look, Rob Gibbons.
I used
right
to.
there.
There was a guy.
I'm on my radio. I'm on my radio
Hired
show
him
live
to
right
hire
now.
for my shows. He didn't.
I got Jesse
yeah.
Firefly.
He was
Say
an
hi.
agency. But we worked it into the show. We had the prosthetics.
You know
And I
Jesse
had like
Firefly?
a saw, chainsaw, and I cut the leg off. We worked the whole thing
Well,
into the show.
don't
It was
knock
fucking
on
awesome.
her
That's
because
fucking
I'm
cool.
trying
Yeah,
to
it was
figure out
fucking awesome because he would walk on the
marry her.
prosthetics.
Right.
So
Jesse,
when he was
you
on the
wanna marry me?
prosthetics, you didn't know.
Would
You
you
had no
marry
idea.
me?
He sliced
Let's
his
do
leg.
it.
How-
Right
did
now.
Did he
I
have?
cut it off and he would dance with his leg on stage.
Did he have like a cover for it? And that's
For real? I will
how
get
it
a,
works.
I'll get a
or-
flight to
It
Vegas.
was a
We will
prosthetic
go.
looked just like a leg. It was
What?
cut
Why
off
not?
all the way up to the almost to his hip.
Oh, okay. Wow, he's high.
And he could walk
Wow.
around, but
Yeah.
no one knew. So until we got on stage, and I saw his leg off, and he would pick it up and he'd bloody.
I don't know.
That's cool.
It was it was awesome, man. We worked it right into the
Can
show.
I get back
Yeah.
to my show, bro?
I guess. All right. Hey, it's Payback Time, Payback Channel on the YouTube. Where I'm finding
Who is
that?
that?
Diamond Vibes, bitch. It's my best friend, Jesse.
Oh yeah, I thought he was your best friend.
Yeah.
He is. I have multiple best friends.
Oh, okay.
You're one of them.
Am I? I like to be on that list. It's good.
Yeah. I used to be the monk.
Yeah, he used to be the muscle for real. Now you don't know Jesse?
I don't know. Maybe.
Jesse Fish. He was one of the security guys at the castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If he was at the castle, he was probably there when I played there.
You know Rob Gibbons, bro?
Yeah.
How do you know Rob Gibbons?
He's coming up with
You
something.
don't talk too much. I don't fucking know. The name sounds really familiar. I can't see his Rona face. It's all Rona'd out.
I know it is.
I dress like that all the time.
He does.
Yeah. I can't. It's new normal, man. It's new shit. I don't know anybody's face. You know what I mean? Everybody's all masked up.
Oh, what's up, man?
Except for you.
How you doing,
What's
brother?
up, beautiful?
What do you call me?
Beautiful.
How you doing?
So let me get back to the show, bro. I'm trying to interview Rob Gibbons, man.
We
We only got 15 minutes left, bro.
I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, holla.
Are you drinking? Did you
Holla.
drink some vodka?
Holla. Holla at your
I
boy.
haven't had any.
Why not?
I don't know.
All right, so you said that you used an amputee and used to like hack his leg off, and that's cool. Are there any other elements like that you've maybe incorporated at one point, but they kind of
What do you mean, like?
you had like any other? So you use people like Jesse and Victoria, and you used to use the amputee guys, or any other
Well, there's people that
factors
come
and stuff
in
that
and-
have come in and
Well, yeah, people come. I mean, like he was, like I've met him, and he was at an after party, and I'm sitting there, and we were in a hotel room, and the motherfucker took his leg off. I'm like, what the fuck? Because you weren't expecting that, You're like,
Right.
what? I was like, dude, you got to do a show with me, And he said, all right. And so we worked it right in.
but
And I mean, and I've had a couple of guys like Kung Fu guy master that worked for a couple of our shows, does Jabberwocky stuff, I mean, if something is unusual or cool, I'll put them right in there, man.
yeah, it's kind of, it almost sounds like almost kind of like you got a war kind of thing going on.
So well, yeah, it's a cross between like Jim Rose Circus and I mean, it's.
I'm gonna have to
my
check
focus.
it
It's
out
almost
then.
like self-deprecating. It's like it's because of back when like I say when you had the Dead Mouse and all that novelty bullshit was going on. I mean, we did all that long before all that. So this kind of now. I mean, it's more like self-deprecating show. Like it's almost like I've taken my mixing board and put it right down into the crowd and let someone mix into the next song. It's like
Right.
it's like I don't take people take themselves too serious.
Right.
So it's almost like I'd kind of just like it's fucking fuck it, man.
I mean, it's I don't like Taylor Swift, but I'd kill to see her show because I've heard it's really well.
Well,
You know what I mean? So when you have it,
It was
when
almost
you have
like-
the production to it, of course you want to see it.
Well,
And,
people say it's like a NASCAR race. They don't watch NASCAR for the fucking race; they watch it for the wrecks.
right.
And so, kind of, with my shows, something's going to go wrong. Something's going to happen. You just don't know when. And I mean, like in Miami, we shut down a whole fucking half a block because I blew the breakers in the place. I mean, down in South Beach, it blew all the breakers in the whole fucking club. So the club blacked out right in the middle of my show, and people were like, "Yep, so something, it's always something." I, almost burned the amphitheater down one time.
How'd that
They
happen?
had called the fire department, and that's when I blew my finger off. The pyro went off wrong, and it blew up on my stuff, and the fire retardant sprayed all over the stage. And I took this big thing, was on fire down the steps, big fireball. Everybody's going crazy. They thought it was part of the show. Dropped the curtain. They evacuated the amphitheater, and I was in an ambulance going to Tampa General Hospital on Halloween night. And I had no shirt on. I had a pentagram on my back, a 5-pointed star pentagram. All the nurses at Tampa General Hospital were colored, black, Bible-toting, Baptist, God-fearing fucking nurses working on Halloween night.
They took care
And
of
here
your
comes
finger?
the doors fly open, and I come walking through the door smoldering. I'm still smoking. No shirt on. I got a pentagram on my back, satanic
fucking great.
fucking makeup on. They thought devil had come right out of the ground.
That's fucking awesome.
They didn't even want to touch me. They're like, what, this
Fucking
motherfucker?
evil one
Right.
just walked in. He
My
has no
pants were
fucking
burned up. My stuff was smoking on me. I mean, I was literally still smoldering. And I was
Damn,
burnt
man.
the fuck up, yeah.
Is it just always like first degree burns kind of stuff that heals in
This was a
week or two, or-
second, third degree. I had the skin grafts. They grafted skin from here and grafted it on my finger, and this finger is cut off right there. It's just a nub right there. They sewed it back on.
Right.
And
Jesse
the-
Firefly, you trust working for this guy? I mean,
Yeah, you must not
he
trust
blew his fucking hand off, bro.
Well, the
Oh
fucking
my
thing
God.
about it, and this is when I was dating Shani, Purple Cat, she got so mad at me because 2 weeks after that, I couldn't use my hand, so I had to keep my hand. So she had to shower me, everything. I couldn't even piss. I could not use this arm, so she was having to do everything. I kind of loved it.
Right.
But 2 weeks later, I played a show out in Ruskin, another outdoor festival, and I fucking did it. It's only the second time. I only happened twice in my whole career. I burned a pyro went off wrong, and I burned my hand again, and burned the other one severely, right in the middle of the show. And she was in Orlando doing something, and I told people, I said, don't call her, please don't tell her, because she would get mad. They had to go to the hospital again. Truff was there, and
Wow.
it was back to back. Like
Now, whose
back to
fault
back.
is that when the pyro goes off? Is it yours? Somebody else's?
What had
Who's
happened
to
was
blame?
the gerbs go up, and sometimes they don't. They extinguish before they come down. But this time, one came down and landed on my fucking $2,000 Core keyboard, and it was just sitting there. And I wasn't. Your first instinct is to grab something and throw it off the key, because it's just burning your keyboard. So as soon as it hit, I wasn't even thinking. And when I grabbed it, it blew.
Oh, wow.
And it was like grabbing a hot lava ball, and it just it blew off. And then the tarp, the opening band that opened for me, left their tarp behind my riser, and that was on fire. And I grabbed that, and it was just, man, it was a mess. And there was fire retardant on that stage up until the amphitheater actually did really burn down.
Right.
And what's funny is when it really did burn, which was years later, it really did burn down. And I got so many tags on Facebook, people just making jokes. Oh, Rob Givens must have been playing the amphitheater. But I got tagged so many times that I started trending in the social media thread, like actually trending. I was trending like a news story because I got tagged so many times, hundreds and hundreds of tags. It was just like,
wow.
oh my god.
That's fucking
Oh,
awesome.
it all came to me. Everybody, it was all me. I had not even been to the amphitheater in probably a year when it actually burned down. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I got full blame for that.
I think that was a mob shit.
I don't know, man. They say the air
Insurance.
conditioner. Somebody got a cool $2 million out of it. It had a $2 million insurance policy on it. So if I did burn it down, where's my money?
No shit.
You
Rob, what was the biggest show you ever played?
Well, I mean, I've played in front of thousands. I mean, we did. I did a big show, the Fetish Factory anniversary in Miami. Were you I don't think that was when I had that was Ashhole and
Yeah, I wasn't there.
yeah, that wasn't you.
Unfortunately.
I've had probably about 2 solid dancers, 3 her, Allie, Victoria that have been with me pretty much all years, but then there was always times where I had different dancers. I probably had about 10 or 15 different dancers or entertainers. But anyway, it was probably about 3,000. And I'm talking about an intimate show with just me headlining. It was about 3,000 people on a 2-level stack down in Fort Lauderdale.
I used to go to them. What was the
Fetish Factory?
Yeah,
They sponsored me for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were sponsored.
I haven't seen Glenn in years, but
Glenn's
I knew
a
him.
great
pretty
friend
well
of mine,
back in the
man.
day.
He helped launch my whole career. He gave me a lot of my first gigs down in all the Fetish Factory shows.
Because they do their
I didn't know
monthly
you were
thing.
connected with this shit.
See, we just made a connection right there.
Damn. You guys want to make out?
I mean, I'll make it.
Yeah.
If I have to.
That's where I started playing a lot of my industrial shows with the Fetish Factory down there, and their anniversary party was one of the biggest ever in Fort Lauderdale. It was about 2,500, 3,000 people.
It got shut down this year. So was this last year that this
No,
was?
this was several years ago. This
Okay.
is a while back, and actually, it was Ashhole's first time to ever dance on stage in front of that many people, and she did the show. Her and I forget the other girl's name. But, after the show, I'm like, man, that was good. And she goes, my God, I've never danced in front of that many people in my entire fucking life. I said, well, how did you do it? She ate a whole bag of mushrooms. I'm like, how did you do that, man?
That wasn't you, right?
Ate a whole bag of mushrooms.
No, not me.
No, this is Ashhole. She's up in Washington
Do
now.
you want some mushrooms? I give you some.
Fucking shout out to
Isn't that
Ashhole.
crazy?
Shit.
You never even danced on stage in front of that many people. You're going to eat a bag of mushrooms the first time you do it? Holy shit!
Does that make it easier?
I don't. I've never done mushrooms.
Do you do
Harder.
drugs, Jesse Firefly? You can. Do you not do
I respect
drugs?
that.
Are you drug free?
I am drug free. Absolutely.
Do you smoke weed?
I don't ever
Not
count that as a
really.
drug. I mean, everybody smokes weed.
Yeah, that's true.
I do love CBD. Like that's something
Yeah.
that I've really taken advantage of. It helps me like manage my anxiety.
Okay.
And, it's
Do you
just-
snort cocaine off Rob Given's butt?
I don't think so.
There's no cocaine. Yeah, I've always prided myself on our shows because everybody that has works with me and all that, we are always it's a drug free environment. Believe it or not, we don't fuck with that. Everybody's
nobody's
100%
believing you
sober.
right now.
100%
Nobody's
sober.
believing you right now.
You don't get on stage and fuck around with fire and explosives and stuff.
Yeah,
You're fucked up. You just
when you
don't
have
do
an
that.
actual production and you're not just like
You don't fuck around with stuff
you
like
can't
that.
Come on, man.
I've never done a show in my life on any kind of fucked up.
He's
any
not
kind of
just
drug.
liable for himself in the venue, or if he is claimed intentional, he's liable for his dancers too.
Yeah,
And if he's even remotely fucked up when they toxology him, if something bad were to happen,
Thanks, attorney.
I've never
Thanks, attorney.
done a show in my life.
Appreciate that,
I'm 100%
attorney.
sober every time I've ever done a show. 100%
good.
sober.
Okay.
So we have 5 minutes left on a Diamond Vibes
You know what, man?
radio
No
show.
one thinks about legal liability, and that's why
Yeah, thanks.
people like me
Yeah.
exist.
That's the Star Shear show where they have a lawyer on it. I don't need a lawyer on
That's
this
the one
show,
I saw.
okay?
We fucking
Can you just
blow
be
Star
fucking
shit
cool?
out. Fuck Star
Can
Show.
you just sit back and be fucking cool? That's what I want from you. So we have a few minutes
By
left.
the way, how's your wife doing? I haven't heard from
I think
Star.
I think
what's
Star
going on?
Shear's dating someone now, right? He's-
Another barber who blows you out the water.
Yeah,
I
probably.
watched the,
10
that's the
times
show
better
I
handsome.
watched some of that playback
Yeah.
when I was trying to
Yeah.
see what you guys were about.
Yeah.
That was one that was on your
Yeah.
website on your thing, and I watched some of the little
Let's-
attorney guy. And
Can we
the
not talk
chick.
about it? I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I
It
don't
hurts
care.
my feelings. A little bit. I'm
She
just
moved
kidding.
on really quickly.
But
Oh, you were fucking her or something?
no, I
No,
wanted
he was
to.
trying
I was trying.
so
He
hard.
tries to fuck everybody.
I'm
Even
trying
you.
to fuck Rod Givens tonight.
At my party, he was like, whoever would just have a
Yeah,
heartbeat.
for real.
It's like,
No,
what are
dead
you doing?
serious.
Who are you?
Yeah. Hey, what's
He
up?
told us. He said on the show his only qualification to sleep with someone is skinny.
Yeah.
He said that's the only thing he cares about.
Who? Him?
Yeah.
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 You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
You put on some
go
weight,
through-
Rob
You
Gibbons.
go through the whole thing, quarantine bullshit like that. Your standards drop, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I've kind of lowered. I mean, I haven't even. I'm
So
still
we fucking tonight?
I'm
Is that what you're saying?
not that low, man. I'm not. If it's got a penis, I can't do that, man.
So we have a few minutes left. Rob, you want to plug anything? Not me.
It's hard. It sucks. It really does suck because normally you would have a lot of stuff to plug. I wish I did, other than the music dropping on
Yeah,
Thursday.
let's drop
but
that.
I'm ready for the shows to
Do you
come
have
back.
a
I'm ready for
Rob
people to come back
Givens like
around,
anywhere they can hear Rob Givens at on SoundCloud, YouTube?
Oh yeah, my stuff's
anywhere.
on. Yeah, it's SoundCloud, YouTube. I've got.
So what is it, Rob Givens?
It's under. You could put DJ Rob Givens. You could put Rob Givens. You could put Evil One.
Okay.
All one word, and it all comes up under the same thing. And if you Google my name, I take up the first 6 pages of Google. So it's like there's no other DJ Rob Givens in the world, fortunately. So there's no. She's got her last name. I'm not going to say it because you might not want me to, but her last name. She's the only person in the world with her last name. In the world.
We're gonna get to
With
you
her
right now.
last name.
At
So-
least in America.
In America. There's
At
no
least.
one with her last name, her real
crazy.
last name.
If you don't want to
Yeah?
say it on
In the
air, you
United
got to
States.
You don't have to
say
say
it.
it.
It's crazy as
That's
shit.
what I found.
Is there anything you want to plug, like Dancer and?
I already did my plug.
Oh well, you can do it again.
And if you need a plug, go see Jesse at Ecstasy Supercenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Ooh.
the sex shop called again?
Can I be there? What's your hours of
Ecstasy Super
operation?
Oh, that was.
What hours do you
Open.
work? Because I want to just
Open
come
like-
there and like stare at you. Is that awkward?
Aw, that's so sweet.
Can I just come and stare at
It's
you?
awkward as fuck.
Is
Don't
it?
ask me about my pants.
Ask her to demo stuff.
Dude, I won't ask you some Freddy Krueger bullshit. I'll just come there and stare at you. Maybe buy a dildo for
I
my
couldn't
best
work at a
friend.
sex store, man.
Appreciate
If
that.
I worked at a sex store, I would probably do everything in the whole store. I'd and put it back in the package.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You wouldn't even know.
Can I stalk you? Is it cool? Are you single?
Yeah.
Can I stalk you?
No.
Why not? I have a cool ass radio show.
Nice to
am I
stalk
cute?
people. You could invite
The
me
last
back
5
there.
minutes,
I'd
he's
love
got to
go
make
back
it fucking
see you.
weird.
Do you think I'm cute?
You're very cute.
Really?
Yeah, you should come shop at the sex store.
Can we exchange phone numbers?
He's like hitting on you on the radio, man.
Are you fucking Rob
Shoot your
Gibbons?
shot.
I've never fucked any of my. Well, no, not her.
He said I was his sister.
Well, Rob Gibbons, he's called the evil one for a reason.
We have a very fine line of respect. It's like family.
All right,
Me,
so
her,
can
Victoria,
I
it's
have
like family.
can I have like
Performer.
dirty nasty sex with your dancer performer?
Ew.
I wouldn't want to think about that.
Well, come on, you said you found me
I wouldn't
cute.
wanna- I am
What's
still,
up?
I am kind of protective
Come
of
on,
it
I
in a
have,
way.
I have a fucking badass show with my badass best friend.
No, we have
the
a nice,
highest rated show
We have a nice
ever.
enough relationship. Like
Come on.
we went to an
Can I
event.
get your phone number at least?
I'll have to watch it a couple of times. Let me watch the show a couple of times, and I'll get back to you on that. Okay?
Can I give you my phone number?
Totally.
None of it is she's going to use it.
Bye. Poet vibes.
We,
Diamond vibe. We out. We'll see you next week. Get the phone number.
That's how you
Bye.
close it out?
Well, hold up.
That's how you close it out?
No, you said you got the song dropping on Thursday, but where is it dropping? Is it like?
It'll
Can we hurry up? I need
be
the
under
phone number.
mine and under Revista on Beatport, probably on Beatport, SoundCloud for sure, and
Are you doing
Bandcamp is another site I'm kind of looking at. To kind of they've got.
Yeah, fuck Bandcamp.
I try to stay away from the ones that do the free, where people can free because I'm trying to make. We have to make a living off of
Yeah,
it too,
yeah.
So it's.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't have to worry about it. I'll give you guys some copies.
Well, the reason is it something like they can go to your Facebook page or Instagram and
Yeah, they'll
find
know.
it,
Yeah,
or-
I
Social
have,
media,
I have
Rob
two fan
Gibbons.
sites. It's everybody. It'll be on that
Okay.
plugged out there and stuff like
Well,
that.
come Thursday, Rob Gibbons. He's dropping his new song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special thanks to Rob Gibbons, the evil
Thank
one,
you,
for being
guys.
on the
Thank
show.
you.
Thank
Thank you,
you
Jesse.
for Jessie Firefly. I'm getting her phone number after the show. It's happening.
Oh.
No, really. Thank you, Rob. I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
This
you.
was a
guys
good
for
show,
having
man.
me, man.
Appreciate you.
You're
coming.
awesome as fuck.
I'm gonna go
Jesse,
home and
you're
watch the
awesome as
playback.
fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home, watch a playback, jerk off in front of Henry
Jesse, yeah.
while I'm texting her. So cool. We'll see you guys next week on Diamond Vibes.
you
We have
guys.
Fabian Hall next week. Awesome
Then
rapper.
Justin Weiss in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Boom.
Thank you. We out.
Well, she's feeling us like you.